Good afternoon. I am Specialist Norquebec, and today we will be conducting individual training. Today's training will be covering how to orientate a map to the ground by terrain association. The conditions are: you are a member of a squad or a team in a field environment, and you have been given a standard 1 to 50,000 scale map in the field in daylight. The standard is to identify any recognizable terrain features or man-made structures, orientate the map within a 30 degrees north, and evaluate your orientation with a compass. Today's overall risk assessment is low. Please be mindful of any tripping hazards such as sticks or rocks. Be aware that we are geared up and it is much warmer today, so make sure to drink water. Also be mindful of any anthills so you do not fall into one when conducting training. With that being said, it is the responsibility of all Army soldiers and DA civilians to protect and preserve the wildlife. This training can be used to instruct international military students from any approved countries without restriction. Immediately after training, you will be assessed and graded. You must receive a go in all performance measures to show proficiency and to receive an overall go for the training. First, I will demonstrate how to properly place your map. Then I will cover what you should be looking for and briefly walk back through terrain features and how to associate them. Please watch this demonstration. That concludes the demonstration. Now, I will walk you through my methods and any terrain features that may be associated with this task. First, you need to ensure that the map itself is a 1 in 50,000 scale military map. Also, ensure the map is the correct series of maps so you are in the right area and you don't end up getting yourself lost. And that you have flat ground available. Relatively flat ground, because not all ground is completely flat, of course. Now, as far as map information goes, all of map information is within the margins, so the marginal information. Now, as far as terrain features are concerned, we will only be using the 5 primary terrain features. Those being hills, valleys, saddles, ridges, and depressions. A good acronym for memorization of these terrain features is Hidden Valley Ranch Dressing, Salad Ranch Dressing, as it was. Now, for the walkthrough, first, ensure all of the information is correct. As I said, marginal information. Series of the map can be found top margin. The scale can be found in the lower middle margin. Then identify any recognizable terrain features or man-made structures. Just up ahead is a hill, right? Literally surrounding us are many man-made structures. Finally, once you have identified any structures or terrain features, you will check your orientation with a compass. Once the compass is correctly set up, arms straight out, bring it straight into your chest, and check your orientation. Keep in mind that once the map has been placed down and you think it is orientated, and you check orientation, that you can no longer move the map, okay? As far as the assessment goes. Now, something to keep in mind when using the compass. Ensure you are far enough away from any metal objects so it does not interfere with the accuracy of the compass. Such objects include high tension power wires, which you need to remain 20 meters away from, trucks, tanks, field artillery, around 18 meters. You want to remain around 18 meters away from those. Other power wires that aren't necessarily as powerful, you're looking at about 10 meters. Any machine guns, such as the 50 cal or the 240 Bravo, you need to remain at least 5 meters from. And as for your personal weapon, you need to remain half a meter from your personal weapon. Easiest way to do that is with the sling. You will sling the weapon around your back and then continue to utilize your compass. I will now give every soldier time to practice. I will observe and ensure that all steps are performed to standard and make any necessary corrections during this time. You may now begin training. So, that's what we're oriented. That's what we're gonna do. All right, just like how you would start it. Here you go. Make sure you look for flat ground, right? Good, good. Now, would be a good idea to know where we're at, right? Can you show me where on the map where we're located right now?
I'd say we're probably somewhere around here.
Up here where the Army Church Star, right? I'm sitting within the script point. Now, with that information, what terrain features do you see around you?
I see a couple man-made terrain features, and then a hill to
Hill up there, maybe a hill up there down that way, right?
right.
Depression just over there. And you're completely surrounded by these man-made structures. Now, using that information, you can go ahead and orientate the map, right?
Right.
Show me how you do that. know when you think you got it.
This is the best that I can get it.
Alright.
I don't know if I'm off or not.
Now, with the information that you know and that you have, what makes you think this is north? Or that this map is orientated north?
I just took the terrain features and kind of applied them to the map to the best of my ability.
Now, with that being said, what is another way to check your orientation?
You can check it with the compass.
The compass. Go ahead and show me how to do that.
So you would set it up correctly and extend it out,
I'm straight out. No,
straight out, and then push
straight
it in,
into your body.
straight into the body.
Now, where is it reading north?
It's reading north this way.
And would you say that's within 30 degrees?
That's now within 30 degrees.
Right. Now, we're gonna try this again from the beginning, right? From the top. Go ahead and put your compass away. We're gonna try this again.
I'd say without using the compass, this is probably within those 30
Alright.
degrees, I believe.
Go ahead and check orientation with your compass. Another thing to keep in mind, especially say with man-made structures, look at how they're sitting, right? That's a much easier way to be able to identify, you know, how to orientate the map. So if this building is sitting horizontally like that, and just per se north is in that direction, you know that this building ahead of us is sitting completely perpendicular to us. Yes?
Right.
All right. You say that's in 30 degrees?
That's within 30 degrees.
All right. Go ahead and fold up the map. Hold on to that for me. All right. Now that the students have had ample amounts of time to study and train, we will now move on to the assessment. To reiterate, just a second here. To reiterate, the conditions are, you are a member of a squad or a team in a field environment, yes?
Yes.
And have been given a standard 1 to 50,000 scale map in daylight. The standards is to identify any recognizable terrain features, right? Or man-made structures, and orientate the map within 30 degrees of north, and then you check your orientation with the compass, yes?
Correct.
All right. Now, just a moment here. You may begin your assessment. Go ahead and walk me through it.
So, first I would look for flat ground, relatively flat ground. I think that this right here is the best spot. I would then set up my map. And here I would what's the next step?
Tell me.
I would use terrain features to identify where I would be on the map roughly. And as I can tell, I have a couple man-made features and hills around me. So my best guess would be right around where the star is here on Harmony Church. And the next step from there would be to orientate my map and try to get in the northern direction within 30 degrees. So I begin doing that by using the terrain feature that I have.
Yep.
I'll have to drag this all the way. And then from here, once I believe that I have it in north, take out my compass. Set it up. Extend my arms fully. And get it as close to my chest as possible without having anything that will interfere with the magnetic or with the compass itself.
All right, very good. Go ahead and put up the map and your compass. Go ahead and look it there. Go ahead and set your compass down there too, please. At this time, you have performed each performance measure to standard and have received a go in this train test. At this time, no, that's it. All right. At this time, whether the soldier is trained, practiced, or untrained, the soldier would be graded. In this instance, the soldier is deemed trained. If they remained untrained, however, they would participate in retraining tomorrow at 1200. I will now account for all my equipment. Now we will proceed with an AAR. Today we were supposed to go over how to orientate a map utilizing terrain features within 30 degrees of north. Today, that is exactly what we did. Took the map, orientated it, utilizing terrain features or any man-made structures, and got the map orientated within 30 degrees of north. As far as this is concerned, what are some sustainments and some improvements? What do you got for sustainments, say?
Sustainment would be that you explained everything thoroughly and made sure that we understood what we were doing right and what we were doing wrong.
So,
And
thorough explanation. You guys understood easily. Now,
Right.
give me an improvement.
an improvement would be maybe less man-made features to make it a little bit more challenging.
So more terrain association
More
involved.
terrain association. Yeah, exactly.
Alrighty. That concludes today's training. Are there any questions?